Extraction is a new Netflix exclusive film starring Chris Hemsworth and is directed by Sam Hargrave, who is a first-time director, with a script written by the Avengers Endgame director Joe Russo. The film focuses on a buff but beaten mercenary who has to extract the kid of an infamous crime lord in Bangladesh. But things quickly turn awry as many threats and double crosses await him ahead. Now, what drew me to this film was obviously the star-studded talent responsible for the big tentpole summer movie last year, Avengers Endgame. Seeing Thor in yet another big action film is really exciting news. And it's not just any action film, but it's also a film set in a foreign land, which reminds me that Chris is actually into foreign culture, especially during that time in 2015 when he was promoting Avengers Age of Ultron, where he revealed to us that he could actually speak Bahasa Indonesia.
Apa khabar?
Baik-baik.
Siapa namamu?
And the bombastic, violent action that we were promised in the trailer certainly delivered. This is an extremely brutal and realistic thriller film, with just enough bloodletting and bone-cracking to shock the audience, which surprises me because the film is actually rated NC-16 here in Singapore. Even John Wick had violence, and it was stylized with lesser blood, and yet it's rated M18. People say it's too violent, but I think it's okay, apart from the excessive shootout that occurs late into the final act of the film, which was really draggy. I'm sure I'm not the only one who would agree that the action is top-notch though. The film has a notable one-shot sequence that was remarkable. The amount of camera work involved is evident through the behind-the-scenes footage. Sam Hargrave as a stuntman is daring enough to mount on top of cars and give us death-defying camera angles. They don't just serve as gimmicks though. Much like the cinematography of the film 1917, this one-shot sequence serves as a narrative device that heightens the tension and allows the audience to be immersed into the film. However, that's where my praise for the movie ends. Extraction's story is paper-thin, with underdeveloped characters that the audience will either empathize with or not. It's a very hit or miss situation. Tyler, played by Chris Hemsworth, is a typical soldier grunt who has to redeem himself from his troubled past by safely escorting Ovi Mahajan, played by Rudikrush Jaiswal. It is a story that we've seen unfold many times, and the gangster subplots that unfold throughout the movie don't really serve to heighten the stakes of the movie either, apart from being controversial topics that encourage discussion. I feel that these themes should be portrayed through the lens of Ovi, and not Tyler, to emphasize the child soldier problem that would happen in third world countries like Bangladesh. But the film gave us a by-the-numbers soldier saves person in distress narrative that we've probably seen many times. As such, if not for the extended, long one-shot sequence, Extraction is a popcorn flick that you wouldn't spend much time thinking about once the credits start to roll. For that, I give Extraction 3 out of 6 pack abs of Chris Hemsworth. Thank you for watching this review. If you'd like to see more, please like this video, share it with your friends, and please, as always, hit that Ginseng button.